Artificial intelligence, or AI, has come a long way since the term was first used in 1956 when researchers discussed the possibility of creating machines that could simulate human intelligence. AI has sparked concerns among experts and the public alike, with Elon Musk being one of the key figures expressing concerns about its accelerated development. Musk has warned that AI could pose an existential threat to humanity and has called for a 6-month pause to allow for more regulation to ensure it is developed in a responsible and safe manner. There are 4 types of AI: reactive machines, limited memory, theory of mind, and self-aware AI. Reactive machines are the simplest form of AI and are designed to simply respond to a specific input or task. Limited memory AI systems can use previous data to learn and improve their performance over time. Theory of mind AI can interact with humans on a more personal level by understanding human emotions and intentions. Self-aware AI is the most advanced form and is capable of consciousness and self-awareness. Do take note that currently limited memory systems are the most advanced that we currently possess. How long do you think until we, the masses, get to witness and interact with AI that understands and communicates with us on an emotional level? And once that becomes part of our life, will we be able to better comprehend the impacts of and accept the possibility of artificial intelligence becoming self-aware? Some of the key immediate concerns include job displacement, privacy violations, and biased decision-making. Many experts believe that AI will disrupt many industries and could lead to significant job loss, particularly in sectors that rely heavily on manual labor. This notion goes all the way back to 1930 when it was called technological unemployment. However, for many prominent functions like software engineers, accountants, and lawyers, it will be less about job loss and more about these roles adapting to work with AI technology and use it as a collaborative tool for improving processes. There are also concerns about the impact of AI on privacy, with many worrying that AI systems could be used to collect and analyze personal data without consent. Finally, concerns exist around biased decision-making and some experts warning that AI systems could perpetuate human social biases and discrimination. AI engines mainly learn from existing information we feed into the internet. Given there is never a shortage of stories and information produced online that are discriminatory in nature or disrespectful toward a specific group of people, this will always be another source of information AI can learn from and use as its truth. Despite these concerns, there are several positive ways in which AI is already changing our daily lives. The internet, for example, has been revolutionized by AI, with search engines and recommendation systems that use AI algorithms to personalize and improve search results. In the workplace, AI is being used to automate routine tasks, freeing up time for employees to focus on more creative and strategic work. Additionally, AI has shown promise in several fields, including healthcare, where it is being used to develop new treatments and improve patient outcomes. Bill Gates has been a vocal advocate of AI and has written extensively about the potential benefits of the technology. In a March 2023 letter entitled "The Age of AI Has Begun," Gates argued that AI has the potential to help us solve some of the world's most pressing problems, including climate change, poverty, and disease. He noted that AI could help us develop new energy sources, improve food production, and accelerate the development of new medical treatments. Gates' own Microsoft has provided OpenAI with a $1 billion investment in 2019 and a second multi-year investment in January 2023, reported to be $10 billion. This gives Microsoft exclusive access to GPT-4, which powers its own AI model called Prometheus for its search engine Bing. This brings us to the main AI app that is currently leading the charge, ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a large language model trained and created by a company called OpenAI. Remember how we were just discussing how Elon Musk is one of the key figures expressing worries about AI? Well, it's worth noting that he was also one of the co-founders of OpenAI, which was started as a nonprofit in 2015. He stepped down from the company's board in 2018. This likely illustrates the speed at which AI capabilities can take off. The ChatGPT application is designed to simulate human-like conversation and has been used in several applications, including customer service and language translation. One of the most exciting things about ChatGPT is its potential to revolutionize communication and make it more accessible to people around the world. With ChatGPT, language barriers are no longer a barrier to communication. Language translation is now seamless by inputting text in one language and generating output in another language. It's hard to deny how flat-out impressive all of the tasks it can accomplish are. Want a quick summary of a really long and complex article? Boom. Easy. Is there a long video or podcast on a topic that interests you, but the video is just too long and tough to watch all the way through? Well, a simple copy and paste of the video's link into the belly of ChatGPT is all it takes now for your handy summary. People have asked it to take the most difficult exams, and it passes with mind-blowing results. Do you want to learn how to play a new instrument? Need some quick help with your math homework? Do you want to take your casual interest of a complex topic like, say, physics to the next level? Well, you may be a fan of this because you now have a completely free teacher and tutor who has the knowledge of the entire internet in its brain. A tricky thing that hasn't been figured out yet is the fact that students all over the world are using it to get ahead, cheat, with their studies and can simply ask the ChatGPT app to write that long, complex essay for them. A governor and way to detect this has yet to be discovered. Plagiarism has never been easier. The well-known animated series South Park recently aired an episode on the topic that comically, but also poignantly asks the question, who really is to blame here? Are the companies developing this amazingly complex tool to blame for the level of control this will provide them? Or is this merely just a powerful toy for which we just haven't read the owner's manual for and test-driven enough yet? And do you think we could do a story on revolutionary, never-before-seen tech without mentioning the mighty Google? Google has, of course, also been keeping busy to ensure they are a major player and have created their own AI chatbot called Bard. A release date to the general public is still yet to be determined at the time of this writing, but it will be worth the wait. While ChatGPT is getting all the attention right now and is great for the casual user, Bard is emerging as the more advanced and reliable tool. Google Bard offers responses based on real-time current research pulled from the internet. ChatGPT, on the other hand, is trained only on data prior to late 2021. Go ahead and try to ask ChatGPT anything about a current topic in the present year or even in 2022. It will admit that it lacks the information and politely ask you to take your request elsewhere. This is a pretty large setback if you ask me. Another key difference between the two is that while ChatGPT can understand questions and is great at generating a wide range of text for multiple purposes, Bard was designed specifically to have more natural and open-ended conversations with humans. That means the Google product is trained to understand the intent behind a user's questions and the nuance of context. Certainly a more advanced feature. However, even Bard is far from perfect at this early stage, and a critical flaw has been exposed. In a recent test drive with top minds from Google during a 60 Minutes interview, the Bard chatbot was asked about inflation. It responded with an impressive essay on economics. However, it also proceeded to recommend 5 books on the topic that do not exist. Fake titles and all. This error with confidence is referred to as a hallucination. It must be remembered that AI learns and becomes incrementally smarter and more effective based on the increase of tasks it receives and performs. Considering we are currently in its infancy and far from it reaching its highest potential of becoming fully self-aware, should we be forgiving of its present shortcomings to understand it will improve over time to our benefit? Or should we heed the warnings and be more guarded and even afraid of AI doomsday scenarios for humanity? Experts predict the arrival of fully self-aware AI to be somewhere between 2045 and the end of the century. One of the founders of AI technology, the late John McAfee, whom also owned one of the world's first and largest cybersecurity companies and has an absolutely insane personal story, was asked to predict this, and his response was 5 to 500 years, and we're going to need several Einsteins to make it happen. So perhaps we shouldn't become overly alarmed at this point, and even when AI reaches such a point, let's hope by that time we've learned to live with it. We already joke about the smartphones in our pocket being a third arm, so we should already be well on our way. Like many of life's lessons, let's ensure we do not forget either side of the coin. While we shouldn't be foolishly handing over all the keys to our civilization to machines, we should also be brave and seek out the adventures and possible higher levels of prosperity to be found when paving a road yet to be traveled on. AI can already do amazing things like enhance productivity by reducing mundane tasks and greatly enhance learning capabilities for all. And most profoundly, it can help doctors understand, diagnose, and treat patients, which could ultimately save lives. Global inequalities can be lowered through much improved access to and quality of both education and healthcare in poor countries. If this still isn't convincing enough yet of the positive power AI can hold for us, try to remember what life was like before the birth of the internet and reflect on all of the conveniences the internet has given us and how we couldn't live without them now. The future is exciting, as the next generation will be saying the same thing about our next friend that will change the shape of things to come.